When I teach companies and individuals how to navigate change, I guide them through a process of identifying three things: what's ending, enduring, and evolving. You might wonder why I start with what is ended. It seems obvious, but the reason is that you can't move on to something else until you're able to let go of the past. That's why I've created this acroTym so you can know how to finish well and move on. The F stands for find the ending. The first thing you have to do when change happens or is inevitable is find an ending point. In all my years of working with professionals, I can't tell you how many people kept hanging on to the past. Many times people cannot move on because they can't let go. They can't let go because they don't know how. If you're still hanging on mentally or emotionally to something that's ended, you have to come to terms with the fact that it's over and let it go. If you know it's over but you're still there, then set a date to end it and follow through. It's hard to let go, especially if you don't know what comes next, but you have to move on. I've always found it better to leave on my own terms than wait for a pink slip. Grieve that it's over and get ready to let go. The I stands for insights you've learned. There's never anything you will go through in your life that cannot teach you something to enhance your future journey. Because some people don't let themselves grieve the ending of something, they block it out altogether and lose the lessons that could help them going forward. Don't let negative emotions rob you of some real treasures. Events in life are not all or nothing. Even though something is ended or did not turn out as you had hoped, you can still walk away with some powerful lessons. Leaders are learners, so take some time and make a list of the things you learned in the experience, relationship, or job that has ended. Don't just list the bad things, but list the good things you learned and experienced. Nothing is all good or bad. I want you to make 3 lists. Make 1 for the mistakes you will not repeat, 1 about the things you did well, and 1 about the skills you need to learn. Give the experience value because it was something you invested your life in, and that means something. The N stands for never regret giving of yourself. When you started the job, opportunity, relationship, or adventure that is now ended, you started it with hope, excitement, and anticipation. Don't regret any part of what you worked for. Whether your effort was not appreciated, not recognized, or not enough, don't regret that you tried your very best. No one wins every time they try. It's the time when things don't work out that guide us to the things that will. Every successful person has gone through failure and painful endings, but they knew they were the steps necessary for getting to their ultimate goal. Your life is more than this job, relationship, opportunity, or experience. You gave of yourself and you tried. That's enough to hold your head up high. Don't regret that you took a chance and did your best. Regret will only open the door to bitterness, and bitterness will rob you of the honor you should feel for giving it your all. The I stands for ignore what could have been. When something ends, we not only lose the thing itself, but also all the hopes and dreams we had attached to it. Sometimes those dreams were more powerful than the thing itself. You thought those dreams coming true would make you happy, feel successful, or increase your admiration from others. Those are all illusions, so let them go. Regret is just trying to resuscitate something that is dead and never coming back. You have to take back your hopes and dreams and attach them to something new. Leaving them attached to something that is ended is as futile as burying the dead with all their earthly possessions. It's useless. You have to be sure that once something is ended, that you take your hopes and dreams with you. It's tough, but it's what people do who are survivors. Don't wallow in what could have been. Find something new that still has possibilities and pursue it. The S stands for savor the accomplishments. No matter why something ended, you did some good while you were involved in it. Never let other people be the ones who determine what you're worth or what you contributed. You know what you did, and you need to take that pride of accomplishment with you. Others did not have to recognize or appreciate it to make it real. You know what you did, so celebrate it. Remember the 3 lists I asked you to make? The list of what you did well is the one you always keep in your mind. Don't let your disappointment or the fact that it might have ended badly take away your celebration of what you did well. Those things will be the building blocks for your next adventure in life. Keep reminding yourself of them every day. Come to a point where those accomplishments are the lens you see the past through. Doing so will protect you from bitterness about how things ended. The H stands for hope the best for those you leave behind. We tend to judge people on the last thing they did. It's amazing how quickly we can forget all the good someone did for us. Often, that boss who is really good to work for is judged by the day they had to let you go or eliminate your job. Never be the kind of person who leaves a job with a scorched earth strategy, even though the ending might have stung you. You might not be close to the people at your former job like you were when you worked there, and you might not have any more contact with them. But don't disrespect them. If you do, you will pay a big price in your own life. Every time you speak badly about them or feel ill towards them, you'll be making yourself relive the whole situation over again. That just causes you pain and keeps you trapped in the past. We're all just trying to do the best we can. None of us are always right, and sometimes circumstances cause us to have to make others' lives difficult. Be gracious and professional when you leave. Wish them the very best and move on with your life. They are now in the past and on a different path from you. Let them go with grace and become a stronger person. Who knows? This change in what ended might wind up being the biggest blessing in your life. So finish well. For more acroTyms, subscribe to this channel and learn some great insights into living a fuller, more successful, and happier life. Share this with your team, family, classroom, or anyone else you'd like to experience a better life after having watched this video. If you'd like a poster to remind you of what you learned, follow the link in the description below. For acroTyms, I'm Timothy Buchanan. Have a great day. I'm done now, Quigley. Let's go play ball.